I'm gonna guess that I am streaming now on my Twitch channel. Hey, I'm Patrick. My Twitch channel is Fuse Toast, and I stream not a lot of stuff recently, honestly, on Twitch. I'm getting back in the swing of it, and I just like creating entertainment. I like making movies, making games, making interactive experiences. Check out my website, fusetoast.com. Yeah, plug. So basically, this is my desktop, and we are looking down an infinite tunnel. Infinite tunnels are fun. So, I have a coffee right now, and I'm going to be drinking some water. And I'm just testing out my OBS Studio. Just updated my OBS Studio. It has some new built-in audio filters, which I think are maybe going to be interesting. I don't have the best audio equipment for doing this streaming stuff, but I'm making use of what I got. And yeah, so I'm just going to be talking about stuff. That's all I'm going to be doing, I think. So yeah. So this, let me just while we all see me talk about stuff, let me be doing this right now. I don't know if this is going to cause any audio or if you guys are even going to be able to see this. Right now I'm running around the game. So basically the stream is kind of a test. It's also a Fuse Toast update. I do these things called Fuse Toast updates on YouTube, where I just kind of talk about everything that's going on. Is that making a lot of noise? Don't know if you can see it. Alright. So let me quit. And I don't have both my monitors on right now. I got two monitors, but I don't have them both on, so I don't really have a way of knowing how that's going. Yeah. So I guess I'll just keep building this level. So yeah, as I said, I mean, it's been a while since I've been on Twitch, so I might as well kind of introduce myself as since Twitch isn't really a place where I have any viewers at all. So anyway, I'm Patrick, and yeah, like building entertainment, and I really want to do my part to fulfill my purpose, and basically do whatever I can in the realm of entertainment and the things that I feel like I should be working on and contributing, that I feel I can contribute with. So let's see here. Let me drink my coffee. So anyway, this is a level of Doom that I've been working on. There's a shotgun. There's the player start. So it starts with right now none of the textures are done. I like to kind of, well, at least in this level, I like to basically kind of just do the layout and the gameplay first and then texture everything, which I guess is probably a normal thing. I think everyone does that. Anyway, so yeah, there's this whole room over here. I don't even know exactly what the layout is going to be over here. This is like supposed to be some sort of basically like just sewer. Like I was kind of thinking like this is like a shower area. Like I don't know if that's a shower or something, but it kind of is reminiscent of like a shower type thing. Or like a basic, because look, there's like stairs down, and like maybe this was a pool of some kind or something. I don't know. It has some sort of purpose. It looks like it has some sort of purpose. That's the whole idea behind it. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been doing this Doom stuff. And basically, yeah, I've been kind of, just thinking a lot about the different things I've been doing. I've been working on some films recently. I've been working on some um, learning a few things. I know that what I want to do and what I think I should be doing. I don't think that's the right way to say it, really. But what I feel my purpose is, if anything, it's creating interactive, immersive experiences and innovating in that field in some way. There's lots of things that I can imagine, that I have imagined, that I feel are unique and new and cool, and it's just a matter of me realizing a few of the things that I've thought of. I think that would really um, make me feel like I'm really contributing in the areas and the ways that I should be. Um, so basically, been kind of a interesting life so far, as like just being, um, you know, going to school, going to a good high school, um, but not really ever trying hard at school, and not really being passionate about the whole school thing, um, but um, did sort of want to get into entertainment, get into movies, but not just to get into them. Like, I've always hated that idea of like just going to Hollywood just to get into something. Like, go get into the movies or get into the game business or something. Like, if you're gonna be doing something, like, you might as well be trying to do something. And I hope this doesn't come off as like kind of like pompous or arrogant or something, but like try to do something like important, or like just something that will contribute, something that contributes. I think that's the way to put it. Like, not necessarily like, I mean, everything is important, like everything. So maybe necessarily important, but it's like when you say important, it kind of comes off as like, when you say you're going to be doing something important, like it's comes off as like a little bit, I don't know, like, it doesn't really sound right, like it doesn't really sound it. But I don't think it's inherently bad to want to do something like that, and to try to do something like that, and to it's basic, especially I guess maybe it sounds bad in the realm of like entertainment and stuff like that, because that stuff all seems very trivial and very unimportant. But it's not. Like, I mean, the experiences people get from escapism, like books, movies, games, can be something super amazing. And it's kind of like, you can kind of think of it like an LSD trip or something like that, where it's like it'll show you a side of existence that you never thought was possible, and it can be a really enlightening experience and give you perspectives on reality that you never really thought you would have. Entertainment and storytelling and just things that bring you to other worlds are like that. They're just basically ways of showing you the other side of the coin. If I'm going to be stealing a quote from Steve Jobs, I'm sure other people have said that before, but I'm specifically, when I say the other side of the coin, I'm specifically referencing a quote from the Steve Jobs book. And yeah, so I really do think that, like, it's important to want to push forward in these mediums and not just do the status quo, and not just do something that is, just going to be like everything else. At least it's good to keep that all in mind. I mean, obviously, like, I'm not thinking that I'm about to be, doing something amazing, but I'm also not thinking it. It's like, to rule out the possibility of doing something special is I think bad, because you're selling yourself short all the time if you just are never going to be even trying because you don't think you'll ever be able to do it, you know. So yeah. So I've been learning a few things. You know, I've been taking some time, basically in the last year or so, to probably 2 years now that I've kind of been without a job, successfully without a job, doing whatever I feel I need to do to launch into the next part of my life, where I feel like I really need to be contributing more to the overall big picture. And that is pretty much that's the focus of my life right now, is to figure out how I'm going to be doing that and the best ways for me to do that. And I know it has to do with entertainment. I know it's my passion to be involved in storytelling, entertainment, and I keep saying entertainment and specifically because art, although I feel I am an artist, I feel my art is entertainment. And I think it's okay to be someone that creates experiences for others, specifically to elicit emotions and reactions. It's like a magician. Like, one of my first passions was being a magician. That was one of the first things I wanted to be. So the whole point was it was a little bit of a power trip, but it was also, maybe that is it. Maybe it was just a power trip. I don't know. But basically, it's that idea. It's that exhilaration that comes from pulling the wool over someone else's eyes, and the joy that those people have from you doing that. It's like lying in a way that doesn't. You get the exhilaration you get from lying or being a con man or something, but the people that you're doing it to enjoy it, and they know you're doing it to them, and they still enjoy it. And that's a really interesting kind of different exhilaration, and that still is the feeling that I know when I feel it, it's what I'm meant to do. Like, that's what I do. And I haven't done anything really big in that kind of area for a while, and that maybe is probably what has led to me being a little bit depressed for who knows how many years. But I mean, obviously I've been wrestling with depression and that sort of thing for a while. But yeah, magician was the first thing, and I feel like everything that I've been interested in and have wanted to do has still been some sort of version of that. So it's one thing to be artistic and to communicate an artistic vision and to communicate ideas with art, but it's another thing to specifically want that vision and those ideas and the experience to be entertainment and to be a manipulation of an audience's emotions, expectations. That is something that I feel is specifically my art. Like, another thing that I wanted to be when I was growing up was an Imagineer. One of those people that designs the Disneyland rides at Disneyland and Disney World and all that stuff. I mean, those things are fantastic pieces of entertainment and storytelling, and they're immersive and they're fun, and it's such an amazing way to experience another world, is through the way that they do it with those rides. It's like no other experience. It's not like a video game. It's not like a movie. It's basically like a completely unique type of experience that only exists in those parks. I mean, Universal Studios, it also exists there, but not at the quality level that it exists in Disney. So what Disney made was something unique and one of a kind, and something that actually maybe won't ever be made again, and or by anyone else into that level of quality. These immersive rides. And then roller coasters, designing roller coasters, but not so much that, because there's no storytelling involved with roller coasters. There's no immersion. There's an exhilaration, but there's no immersion into another world. And then I discovered kind of in the Myst game, that's still a very defining moment in my life, is discovering a game that was so immersive. When I was about 10, I think I played Myst. Anyway, so basically, I know I need to make games, I know I need to make movies, and I've been making videos and stuff for a while, but just now I started making 3 films that are going to be real artistic pieces of entertainment that I want to communicate, that are really coming from me, with a little help from some inspiration from other sources. Specifically, my feature film is inspired by a few things. It's not exactly original, but the whole point of it was to write a script that was going to get people on board. Because I wrote a script before it that didn't generate the same amount of excitement as this script, and the only reason this script is as good as it is because it's basically stealing a few things from different movies and stories. And it's just stealing some of the things that I really, really like from those movies and stories. So it's not original, but it's good. It's fun. It's really fun to make, and we're almost done filming it, and it should be done in the next couple of months here. It's called Beyond the Veil. And I'm not, it's not an amazing movie or anything. I'm not thinking it's going to be great, but as far as something, it's super low budget, obviously, so basically don't expect anything amazing, but it's a step forward in my filmmaking process. It's letting me meet some people that will allow me to continue further with making better films in the future, and having connections to people that might want to act in the future movies and stuff. And then I have 2 documentaries coming, and documentaries are interesting because you can really play around with the way they are presented in the editing, and it's just a fun editing experiment. So that's basically the things I have going right now, and then learning steps to be able to better make the things I want to make. For instance, 3D animation and video games, and video games that aren't necessarily games. That's what I've been saying that a bunch recently, is I don't like confining the whole video game medium to games. They don't necessarily have to be games. So anyway, I think I've probably talked enough right now. But yeah, so, and then level design. Definitely have a few things I think for these levels, Doom levels, Quake levels, just creating worlds. Yeah, so that's kind of the whole theme, I guess, of the whole thing that we've been saying here. But anyway, I've been kind of watching some other people, and on the next update, I'll talk about some of the other YouTubers and people I admire, and so anyway, I'm just kind of opening it up, just seeing, just letting myself go. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Thanks for watching, if you're watching, and all right, have a good day. How do I get out of this thing? Oh, yeah.